CBS, in an unprecedented move, pulled a 60 Minutes episode on CCOT, the El Salvadorian prison, right before it aired. The U.S. has begun airstrikes in Syria, and ICE has been detaining a nursing student for 6 months. Welcome to Yesterday's News. This is where I give yesterday's news in 3 minutes or less. I'm going to catch up on a lot of things. I'm going to do the whole Epstein shenanigan in a whole separate video. I'm going to talk about Turning Point in a whole separate video. Last week was exhausting, and I needed a breather, but I'm back. What I will say in this video about the files is that 16 of those released files have now been removed from the Department of Justice's website because they implicate a certain person, although they claimed it's to protect the victims, while some of the victims' names were left unredacted, although the one photo found in a drawer has been restored due to pressure and backlash, so keep your boot on their necks. I also want to verify that Maria Farmer was proven right when she said that she reported Epstein in 1996 to the FBI and everybody told her that she was a liar. That call was released in those files. She was telling the truth the whole time because we should believe victims the first time. Now, CBS refused to air their 60 Minutes episode on CCOT, the brutal El Salvadorian prison, where it talked about how prisoners are not just facing sanitation needs, being denied food, basic hygiene, but they are also being tortured, severe beatings, and sexual assault. This order came from Bari Weiss, who has allied herself with Trump and the Ellison family as the Ellison family moves to build their media empire. This very much seems to be a political move. One correspondent reported that this screening had been viewed 5 times. Lawyers had looked at it. They had gone over the terms and conditions. It was ready to go. And CBS's excuse of it needs more reporting is simply not true. Under the U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro in D.C., dismissals of criminal cases due to mistakes and negligence from the prosecutor's office have gone up to 21%. That is unheard of. It used to be 0.5%. 0.5% from the district attorney's office is making so many mistakes under Jeanine Pirro that 21% of criminal cases are being dismissed. Trump again violated federal law by changing the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center when only Congress can do that because it is a memorial dictated by Congress and now musical acts are refusing to perform there. And good for them. The U.S. has seized a Panamanian oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela because it's always about oil and apparently the U.S. is now the Pirates of the Caribbean. Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, defied Donald Trump's executive order saying that they could not regulate AI and signed the strongest AI protection bill in the United States. Good for her. I hope that more states follow suit to protect us from AI misinformation and propaganda, as well as our images being misused by AI. A Louisiana nursing student who's been held by ICE for 6 months has been speaking out. She is a Honduran immigrant. She came here when she was 6. She is currently in the immigration process within the courts. It's still being decided, and they have refused to release or deport her. And if they do deport her, she would go back to a country that she hasn't been since she was 6. Military members received a warrior fund that they say came from terrorists when really it just comes from housing that was already allotted for military spending.